I want to find out if it's possible to build a 5-star park in Jurassic World with only goats. No dinosaurs, just goats. I'm a college engineer, and this question popped into my mind and has been bugging me for a couple of weeks, so I decided to see if it's even possible. Come with me on my journey to see if goats are as cool as dinosaurs. Here we have a brand new park. And we're going to be starting with just the basics of the park, including some power, our first attraction, and some different guest amenities. These beginning placements don't matter that much, but they do provide a good opportunity for me to talk about the rules. I'm going to be aiming for a 5-star park rating and 100% appeal. Now, why don't we get the occupants of our park in here? Our animal of choice for today is a goat. The most mistreated and underrepresented animal in the entire Jurassic World economic system. Well, today I'm going to try to bring justice for these goats. You know, it all started as a simple idea, really. I was just playing Jurassic World one day and I wondered if I could build a 5-star park without any dinosaurs. So I thought, let's test this. What we're going to do is have 4 main goat pens, and they're all going to be built around one central giant arena. Now, we're going to get into the purpose of this giant arena in just a little bit, but first, let's build the individual goat pens. Now, our first goat that we have here, his name is Anthony, and he was raised in the mountains. We're going to be building him a nice, rocky environment. Now, our second goat that we have, her name is Matilda. And Matilda lived in a swamp, so we're going to give her more of a marshy biome. And here we have Matilda. And we're just going to put a couple of gates so that we have access to them. And now on the other side of the fence, we're going to have a couple of more goats. Now these goats are going to have very similar environments because they grew up very similar ways. And in fact, these goats are a little bit special. Now this goat's name is Wisp. And he's one of the members in my Discord community who wanted to get a goat named after himself. So if you want to have the chance to be in future videos in some form as well, join the Discord community. How are you doing, Wisp? Are you enjoying your new home right here in the midst of all the long grass and bushes? And on this side we have Allie, another member of our Discord community. So now we have 4 goats and 4 pens. Where's Matilda? Oh, Matilda. Oh, here she is. She's over here. Anthony and Matilda have a bit of a rivalry going on. Each of them thinks that the one is better than the other. He thinks that mountain goats are better, and she thinks that swamp goats are better. So how we're going to test this, we can't do it like we would do regular dinosaurs. You see, dinosaurs have an appeal rating, so you can tell which dinosaur is better than another because of their appeal. However, goats do not work like regular dinosaurs. They have no appeal rating, so we're going to have to use another method to test that. And I thought, what better method than a Goat Olympics? I was going to have the first competition of the Goat Olympics, but I decided to bring in some more income and work on raising my park appeal first. Now, there are a few different ways that you can raise your appeal ratings in Jurassic World. Obviously, you can use dinosaurs to bring in more guests, but there are these other items that you can use as well, like the Innovation Center. This Innovation Center brings in 250 appeal ratings. The other thing that we can use to bring in appeal are these guest attractions right here. And here we go. We have our first one. It's an aquarium. Our plan for this challenge is to fill up the park with guest attractions and other things that increase appeal in order to try to get to that 100% appeal rating. I have a couple of other ideas that I want to try. The first of which is these Jurassic tours. Now, I think that I want to send my Jurassic tour right through this gate here. We're going to take the tour through this goat pen, over to this other goat pen, around the lake. Now we'll see if guests wants to use that, and it looks like they do. We'll see if that ends up bringing in any appeal. Right now, there's no appeal. I'm not sure if the goats are going to count for appeal. I don't think so, but it's always good to experiment. can we build another innovation center? We can. Okay, so we might do that later. The last thing that I want to see if it works is a hotel. And I'm going to put it right next to this tour. And we'll see if guests end up getting appeal from this hotel. The second thing that we need to do for this park is raise income to get to our max income threshold. And there are a few ways to do this. Two, mainly. The first is to sell tickets for the park. Oh, and we have a storm warning, so we're going to need one of these ranger teams. Oh no, we got a fence broken. The goats are going to escape. Oh, and we got a tornado over there. Give me flashbacks. This is less than ideal. Alright, we got to go take care of the aquarium and the gate. Let's go get the gate first. Alright, like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the storm, the first way that you can get money from the park is from these ticket sales. The second way that you can get money, we actually just got a quest for it, is to sell money through amenities. I'm going to take a small amenity. As you can see, there's no local interest, but if there was, you'd be able to make a profit. We're going to deactivate this until we get some more guests in the park. Now, you've probably thought loosely about guest accommodation before, but did you know that there's actually an engineering concept that is designed to account for all of this? It's called queuing theory. Now, the core parts of queuing theory are arrival rate and service rate. We'll see that we have about 31 guests, no overcrowded guests, but we have 31 guests at a time. Unfortunately, it's not giving us any metrics for how long the guests are in here, so we don't really know. If we were going to make educated guesses, though, since this is like a buffet type style, I don't know, it says vegan moussaka, I would say that the service rate for these guests is probably about half an hour, is probably about how long they spend in there. The arrival rate is much lower than the service rate. A couple of other important metrics that we can calculate are the utilization factor and the Little's Law constant. So the utilization factor tells us the ratio of the arrival rate to the service rate. Little's Law tells us the average number of entities in the system. Additionally, there are a couple of Q theory models that we can use, which we're going to discuss later in this video. Now, I'm going to be implementing these ideas into the park, but the curiosity is killing me as to which goat out of Anthony and Matilda is the best. So I'm going to do the first Goat Olympics event. The first event in the Goat Olympics is going to be a maze. So I'm going to give myself 5 minutes to build the craziest maze in the center area for these goats to traverse. 3, 2, 1, let's build. I've finished the maze, but it still needs to finish building. I have a suspicion that this maze might be a little bit too difficult for the goats. Why don't you guys pause the video real quick and see if you can find the correct path that the goats have to take. Now, I'm not sure how to get the goats into the maze. We're going to start with Matilda. So we're just going to open this gate and see if Matilda will go in. She does not look extremely Oh, go in. Yes. Once she gets to this entrance over here, we're going to start this timer. And she went back into her pen. I should have closed the gate when she went in. Gosh dang it. Let's go try getting Anthony in. Maybe we can use the Jeeps to convince them to come over. Oh, that was a clean drift if I hadn't just hit the front of the car. Let's grab the summon. Yeah, come over here. Oh, it works. Yep, come on. Okay, I was really worried that they wouldn't give the goats these summon send mechanics. Go this way. And we're starting the timer. And we're putting a wall behind this goat. He's going to be forced to find his way out. Anthony, what are you doing? Why are you just standing here? And he's off. Which juncture will he take first? He's going straight. That is the wrong way. He has decided that it's the wrong way, so now he's going back. Go to the left. Yes. Now this is the right direction. Okay, if he turns left here, it's the wrong path. Oh, you were this close to greatness, Anthony. Okay, he's going back. Now, if he takes a left here, he's home free. Okay, he's on. No, Anthony, you had it. You were gonna make it. That's a dead end, Anthony. You're not gonna make it anywhere. Alright, Anthony, if you go into the second path, you'll be on the road to get out. He's doing it. He's getting there. You're so close. Once you pass here, you will have completed the challenge. 3, 2, 1, pause. 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Oh, crud. Yeah, there's some broken fences. At task. Can you go fix Anthony's pen? He's gonna try to get into this other goat pen, isn't he? You know, we're just gonna go like that. Alright, let's go grab Anthony. Alright, Anthony, where you at? Hey, buddy. Send it. So that's Anthony's performance. He took 4 minutes and 14 seconds to get through the maze. Oh, there's a goat there. A wild goat running around. That's funny. Go right there. Close that behind you. Matilda, you're good to take off at any time. And she's off. Alright, the left path is a correct path. What's your choice? Straight. She could be in deep trouble. It's already been a minute, and she's on the entire opposite side of the course from where she needs to go. Alright, she figured it out. She figured out that that was not the answer. She's going back the other way. Don't go back that way again. Oh, Matilda's stuck in a loop. Ah, it's over. You have 13 seconds. Turn right. No, don't go that way. You already went that way. That's a dead end over there. Oh, Matilda might not be the brightest goat. But that's okay, because in some of these upcoming Olympic events, they will test other things other than their wit and intellect. Alright, Matilda. Your time is going to stop as soon as you exit. 7 minutes and 2 seconds. That is awful. Alright, time to go get you back in your pen. Brother. Anthony, the fans want to know, what was your secret to navigating that obstacle course? It would appear that Anthony does not want to answer questions. Matilda, what's been going on with you? What's your plan to... Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Ah, gotcha. Alright, and we have the two goats on this side. They're basically our spectators of the sport. So we gotta give them some spots to view from. Let's see, where is Wisp? Is a Wisp out here? Wisp? Wait a minute. I think the storm damaged his fence. Did Wisp escape? Was that the goat that we saw running around out front here? Oh, there's a goat there. Oh man, he could be anywhere on the island. Now we're gonna get to the second Goat Olympics game in just a minute, but first we need to increase the appeal and revenue that this park brings in. Is the hotel generating any appeal? Does not look like it. What about the Jurassic tour? It doesn't look like it either, so I guess what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead, bring in some more attractions. So that's 5 attractions. And remember, the idea for how all of these work goes back to Q theory. Now, in Q theory, there's a few different equations that we can use to find the average numbers of entities in the queue, the average time an entity spends in the system, and the average time an entity spends waiting. Now, there's also a few different methods of processing queues. You can do a first come, first serve, which is how all of this is going to work. Some cases you can use a last come, first serve. You can use like a round robin where everyone takes a turn, or you can do priority queues. But anyways, we have a few more attractions, which means we should be getting some more guests. So, what if we ended up moving this to where it seems to be needed? We need main thoroughfares now. And that brings us to the concept of bottlenecking. Bottlenecking happens when the arrival rate is higher than the service rate, and that applies to things like these paths as well. Alright, it says we need some drink coverage. If we can just hit it like right here. So the last thing we're gonna need here is a shopping amenity. I'll have it parallel to that path, but I'm actually gonna path it up here because it doesn't appear that the guests want it as much if it's pathed right here. And our appeal is only at 8%, so we're gonna have to put quite a few more of these attractions. We're gonna leave all that for now because right now we need to do something important because every park needs a mascot. And in Jurassic World, it's normally the dinosaurs. But here, we have no dinosaurs in the park, so the mascot obviously has to be a goat. So we're gonna build a little spot where our little mascot can greet all of our little guests. Now this is Jerry. And Jerry's parents were killed by the Indominus Rex. Jerry was the sole survivor off of that awful park. So he's here today to join us. Now my boy Jerry here is an inspiration to goats all over the world. He's the reason why they keep going day after day in the brutal conditions at Jurassic World, and thus, he's the mascot for our park. We need to continue the Goat Olympics to see who is truly the better goat. Anthony, the mountain goat, or Matilda, the swamp goat. For this competition, we're going to have the goats in an obstacle course race. And I have 3 minutes to build an obstacle course that they have to traverse to get from one side of the park to the other. Ready, set, go. While I'm building this obstacle course, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the real-world applications of queuing theory. First is in telecommunications, where you use queuing theory to manage data packet flows, and that prevents overloads in networks. Second, during manufacturing, queue theory helps with optimizing product lines and making sure that assembly lines go smoothly. Third, healthcare. Queue theory can help make sure that patients are efficiently and smoothly ran through the system. And lastly, in theme parks like mine, optimizing guest flows can be done by queue theory. Alright, that's just about 3 minutes. Now, honestly, this is more of like a race than an obstacle course. Mostly because I couldn't think of a ton of great ideas for an obstacle course. And let's go ahead and get these goats into their staging areas. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I wrecked the car again. Alright. It's the goat! You're coming with me. Go over there. Now we can go get Matilda. There you go. We are going to delete them at the same time and see who comes out on the other side first. 3, 2, 1. Alright, and they're off. Matilda went back on her. Oh no, you're going back. Why aren't you going? Why aren't you guys going? Is this rock interrupting your pathing? Remove the rock for both of them. Anthony off into the rock field. Oh, this might be a clear win for Anthony. Matilda's still at the beginning. Oh, is this going to be win number 2 for Anthony? Oh, man. It is indeed win number 2 for Anthony. Oh, man. Okay, let's get some people to get you back in your pens. Get through. Gosh, dang it. Why do you keep hitting these stupid doors? Yeah, head on through there. Bro, I just did a barrel roll with the Jeep. How many of you guys in the comments have ever done a barrel roll with your Jeep in Jurassic World? Tell me that. How about over there? Will you go over there? Yeah, you'll go over there. Anthony, you're 2-0. What's your plan to keep this win streak going for the future? Good talk. Matilda, you've got one more chance to win this. Are you going to win this or not? What are your thoughts on that? Okay, good chat. Alright, let's give Anthony and Matilda time to rest while we get more of this park up and running. What I want to do here is, I think there's like a few other attractions that we haven't done yet. So I want to go through and put those all in. What we're going to have to do is place a lot more of these. But for starters, let's get all the food and everything sorted out. So then I went through and updated my transportation system. I looked at where we needed to put some amenities. I put them there. And then I checked afterwards to make sure that we got all the spots. We should be making... Look at this. Oh, this is great. We should be able to get this finalized after one more set of Goat Olympics. Oh, you know what I love doing? Going here and then drifting into all the people. Oh, and that's a foreshadowing of what this Olympic event is going to be, by the way. Here's what's going on. Can I get it without hitting the fence? Oh, I oversteered. So what this Olympic event is going to be is it's going to be tag. And whichever goat can evade me for longer is going to be the goat that wins tag. First up, we have Anthony. Start the timer. Let's go tag a goat. Oh, I see you. I'm going to cut you off. Got him. All right, that was about 23 seconds. All right, Matilda, all you have to do is survive longer than 23 seconds, which means I basically have to miss her twice. Brother, this is going to be tricky because my hood seems to be wanting to fly up on me. Matilda, I'm coming for you. Oh, no, I can't see. Where's Matilda? Right here. Right here. Come on. Get her, get her, get her. I missed her. Gosh dang it. Come on, Matilda. Get her. Right here. I think I got her. 26 seconds. Anthony, you're 2-1. Matilda, you're 1-2. Wait. Jerry, what are you doing back there? Guys, he's sleeping. He's just sleeping. He's just sleeping. Before we go ahead and place a ton more attractions to get the park to 100%, what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment and remember. We're going to remember what all of these goats before us have gone through to get us to this point. So we're going to make a little goat cemetery. You know, at the end, we're going to need to have a goat to watch over it all. This will be the goat that just, you know, watches over the cemetery, takes care of it. Here we are in the goat cemetery. If you guys in the comments wouldn't mind, just take a moment of silence. A moment of silence for all the goats that have gone before. Alright, anyways, now that we've done that, it is time for the final event of the Goat Olympics. Matilda, you have 1 point. Anthony has 2 points. Matilda, this last event is worth doubles, but this last event is going to actually have to be held off-site, and I'll tell you why in just a second. This challenge is very simple. Each goat is going to have a champion. We have our T-Rex here. If the champion for Anthony can survive longer than the champion for Matilda, Anthony wins. This challenge is really all about survival of the fittest. We're going to put one right here and one right here. Whichever one survives longer is the winner. Who's going to get eaten first? Goat over here or goat over here? Oh, he's hunting. He missed him. And he just got him. Did the other one get him yet? I don't think Matilda found her goat yet. Oh man, yeah. You haven't eaten any of your goats. Matilda is officially our champion. That means that you get access to this entire central area. Now it's time to get all of our attractions put together, get ourselves to 5 stars, and get this park rolling. Alright, let's see. How much attraction? 133. Wait. Duplicates? Adjusting the ratio of guest interest in each area. Wait. As you put in more of the same one, each one's appeal goes down. You can only have 100 appeal per type? Wait, what about innovation centers? Innovation center? Duplicates? This is duplicated as well? We can't get any more appeal than we already have? Unfortunately, this seems to be the most appeal that it's possible to get. 1350, which really stinks. So, I think this park might be for the goats. Now, I know that you don't need queuing theory to necessarily do all this because the game gives you in-game mechanics, but I like knowing why things work the way they work, and that's why I'm an engineer. So, until next time, I'll see you guys then.